You know, we're always looking for things to put in the RV, especially if we can find small versions of things that just makes things handier. So here are 5 kitchen utensils for the RV, or for camping in general for that matter, that makes our life a little bit easier. Well, the first one is called an Optimus Sparky, and this is actually designed for an Optimus backpack stove, but there's no reason you can't use it with an RV to light your stove in the RV. And it's nice because it's on a little lanyard, just handheld like this, and it's piezo. And so it'll start, you know, a gas grill, but I don't think it would start a charcoal. So if you have a gas grill outside, or, you know, even it's so short maybe to do the oven, but you can do the oven as well if you reach your hand in there far enough. And anyway, the nice thing about this, it takes no batteries, so you at least have the option, if you have to start something, you can probably start it with this. And the second thing are these little wine tumblers that we found. And this is actually the second set we have. And the neat thing is it'll fit in your cup holder. And it has a little sippy cup top, a violet one and a white one, and you can get different color tops. And by the way, if you go to my website that I'm posting a link for, you'll see where I bought all this stuff. And this is kind of a unique can opener, and it's a combination can opener, bottle opener, and jar opener. And the reason we like it is because it's small, and the can opener is here, and it's also ambidextrous, by the way, and I'm left-handed, so it helps with me. And it also has a bottle opener here, and then a jar opener here as well. Now the cutting action of this is a little bit unique. And instead of cutting the top of the can, it cuts the side of the can. So when you're done, you have a lid, and it folds this over. So this is not a sharp edge. And you can put the lid back on. I mean, it's not going to hold anything. It's kind of a neat idea, but I'm wondering what use this has. And the only thing I could come up with is, if you have a campfire or a grill, sometimes when we like to do beans, we just set this puppy right on the grill. You can do that and just kind of leave this cap on here, but yet let the steam escape. That way no bugs will fly in it or anything. And then when you put it on the tabletop, you know, you can use it as a lid. But I don't think I would put what's left in this can in the refrigerator with this top on it. It might not be the safest thing to do. But it's kind of a neat idea. And my brother had one of these, and we really liked it, so we went out and bought one for our camper. It's made by Gerber. And again, this stuff can be used for campsite, for backpacking or tent camping or RV or whatever. But here you have a cutting board, and it has a lock on here that you pull the lock off, and then you have your 2 knives, and they're really heavy duty. And this is kind of a chef knife, and it's again made by Gerber. And then we have a paring knife. So you have 2 knives, and then this storage bin. There's a sharpener here on the corner, so you can sharpen your knives. And again, this is a chopping block, so you know when you're preparing your food. And then there's a spot in the tray to put one of these disinfectant wipe things in. Some of these have aloe and other things, but this is just a disinfectant one, so maybe I don't know the real usefulness of this other than the novelty. But at least if you're camping and don't have a very good place to rinse things off, you at least wipe these down when you put them in here, and maybe you wouldn't cross-contaminate things. And these kind of press fit in. There you go. That makes a nice, handy little cutting board, knife tray, whatever you want to call it. And the last item is cutter chopper thing, and I am not too sure about this because this doesn't look like it's going to last forever. It looks kind of cheap, but anyway, it's small, which is kind of nice. And you know, you put your ingredients in there, and then you just like a lawnmower, you know, you start the thing up. Well, and since we bought this, we have actually come across one that is a little bit nicer. It looks like this, and this one has a crank in it. You know, when you're boondocking especially, you may still want a salad or something, or shred some cheese or whatever. And I'm not going to go through all the features of it, but you do have a cutting blade, and You can toss your salad. You have this other little thing here that, you know, you put a potato on there or whatever. I'm not going to be like Rompo Peel here. It doesn't all fit inside here, which would have been nice if it did. We got tons of these things sitting in our drawer that we never use. So we may just leave this behind, and I may just put this part in it with this, and then the handle comes off, and then we'll store the handle in here. And we may just take this part, and we may not take all these other accessories. Hey, this is just a quick video of some neat ideas that we had for just outfitting our kitchen to be a little more useful in a limited environment like you do in an RV.